Check, 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 check. What's going on with Kick? It's not loading or what? Kick is fucked up or something? What's going on, guys? Looks like Kick might be down. I don't know. I can't even see if my thing's gone live. I don't know. My page isn't even loading. That's annoying. Let me see here. Let's get the YouTube link. That should work. Okay, sweet. Looks like Kick's broken. Anyways. Who are multi-millionaires live? Yes, sir. What's going on, guys? Okay, cool. What strategy did you use? Please guide me. Dumb money concepts. I made it myself. Anything you learn online won't work. Don't follow ICT, don't follow SMC, don't follow anything like that. It's too complicated. You're not going to be able to figure it out. You're going to question yourself a ton, and you're going to fucking beat your head against the wall. I'm going to say this a million times, right? Because I know it to be absolutely certain that none of those work, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. It is possible that they can work, but the probability of it working for you is low. So there's no point in you putting so much energy into that, okay? The only good way would be to follow what I'm doing here, okay? Is it live on YouTube somewhere else? Yeah, we're live on Kick's down right now, but also YouTube and X as well. Okay, cool. So quick recap again of the day. Nothing changed, right? Like the intraday moves are so freaking pointless. We were live earlier today. Like nothing. Like if you're day trading this shit, it's like why? You know what I mean? Like why would you even bother trading? Why would you even bother trading? Like everything happens when you're not looking at the chart, right? So just let it run. QQQ still, we'll leave that running. The Dow is going to be going down. We still think the same thing. Bitcoin's going to be going up. We still think the same thing. Okay, I'm just trying to get Kraken. I want to see if I want to get TRX. I want to get some Tron. So Tron is a project that's been around for a long time, and it looks like Instagram already went down. Okay, cool. Tron is a project that's been around for a very long time. Oh, is Kick working now? Maybe Kick is working. Who knows? Yeah, it's been a really boring couple weeks, but that's fine because guess what? Trading is boring. If you're on edge, if you're having excitement, if you're having fun, if you're like
yes, Kick working.
Nice, okay. If you're feeling any emotion, right? You're doing trading wrong. Like you could feel nice and be like, that's cool, but like you're doing trading wrong as if you're feeling pain or happiness, or you're doing it all wrong. You just do the thing that is most safest for you. That's what trading is increasing your safety. It's not getting getting rich. It's not gambling. It's not, YOLOing your fucking house money. It's making you safer. That's what it is, okay? So you're finding opportunities to have a safer life in the future where you can grow your money. Okay? That's it. If you look at it that way, it might help you, okay? So TRX, look at this, dude. If we're looking at TRX, like I was looking earlier today at some coins that have been doing well, honestly. Like I'm very against crypto altcoins. But this coin, I've been watching TRX since 2018, right? It got huge in 2018, and then what's interesting is, hey, it never really like stopped going up, right? Like it was somewhere else before this, I suppose, but it never really stopped going up. And like even in the bear market right now, it's still doing fine. So there's something going on with Tron. So I want to buy some Tron, dude. But like I trade on crypto.com. That's where I keep my, I suppose I could use a ledger. Should we do a ledger maybe? Like let's see if you can you hold TRX on a ledger? Maybe I gotta set up my ledger. I suppose, yeah, maybe you can. I have a few ledgers, so I just don't want to pull them out. Get Ledger Wallet. I need the app. I need to download the app. Spend crypto. No way. They have this is pretty sweet. They have a card now. It's a MasterCard too. Get your card. Whoa. Buy receive 1% cash back. Okay. Free virtual card. I want this. I want this for sure. Ledger Wallet. Mac. I want this for sure. We're gonna do this right now. Mac, Ledger. Let's download that shit. I'll have to set it up later afterwards.
Check out Rodot Pay.
And like, I don't know why this is still. What pot.pay? Yeah, I have a few ledgers, so let's see if I want to maybe put some crypto on my ledger and like keep I have when I had tons of crypto, like when I had like $1 million in crypto, I kept it all on ledger. I'll tell you a story actually, a hilarious story for like now that I'm looking back at it, it's like it's pretty funny. But RSR, bro, I got RS. This is a good story, okay? This was the most money I've ever made on a single trade. But I lost it all because I'm an idiot, okay? RSR. So you can see RSR in Binance came around in 2020, right? I got into RSR before that, right? I got into RSR when you had to buy it off of like some shit exchange, right? So we're going to pull up CoinMarketCap here. That's some leaked stuff that you're not supposed to see yet. Wait. Some secrets right there, but RSR. Right, okay, rights reserve token. This was a really cool token, right? Like the idea was supposed to be like a hedge against hyperinflation or something like that. It's supposed to save whatever. But I got in like 20, was it? Like fucking right before 2020, right? I got in like fucking at cents, right? Like super early. I think I put 5 grand in like before it even started moving, before it got to Binance. I'm sure of that. And then when it came to Binance, you had this crazy pump and dump thing, right? But it still did super well, right? And I watched this, right? I put 5 grand in, I think, and you know it was somewhere like way down here, right? So it went up, and I had like over 100 grand. This is $100,000 trade, right? Like 2,000% or whatever. What's that? What's 5,000 times? What is that? I don't even know, like 19 or something. Yeah, like 100 grand. Yeah, that's basically what it was. I had 100 grand in RSR, right? And then I put it on my ledger, and there was a problem with the ledger, dude. There was a problem with the ledger that like I couldn't remember what I think I had to like, I think I was so stupid, like I needed some sort of gas fees or something, and I couldn't figure it out. And I wanted to swap the RSR off, but it was stuck and it wouldn't swap. And I left it. And I was like, oh, it'll probably just fix it later. And I left it. And I left it and I left it and I left it. And then I figured it out like here. I tried to sell it for 100 grand. I actually tried to sell the exact top just out of like coincidence. I went out 100 grand on that trade. And I couldn't figure out how to sell it. And I was like, it's fine. RSR is a sick project. And I held the bag and I was like, it'll be okay. Right. And then I looked like a year later on my, and I was just like, fuck. And then I did the research. And I was like, oh, you need to do whatever. Right. And I can't remember what it was. I was like so fucking mad and just lost I just lost 100 grand. And it wasn't even like, it was so easy, dude. It wasn't even a problem. Anyways. What do we want to do here? But anyways, Tron, dude. Like RSR, you're wondering RSR come back? No. And this is what pretty much all coins do, is they pump, they dump, and then they go to zero, right? And they stay at zero. Like they'll have maybe another little wave. This is what they all do, because they're never going to do anything. If they actually start building a project, like what basically this is meme coins in the early days, okay? Is you create a project, you tell them, oh, it's going to do something, right? Do shit, right? And then...
You are so rich, that's why you forgot 100 grand.
Yeah, I was trying to sell it, dude. I had $1 million, but I was like, 100 grand, fuck yeah, let's sell it, right? It's like, that's a really good trade, you know? So they say, hey, we're going to do shit, and then it comes up, right? And then people are like, oh yeah, it's sick, right? And that's the bull market, right? And then the bear market comes and everyone's like, fuck this, right? F that, right? And then they sell off because everything's crashing, right? And then during the bear market, they never did anything. So now people realize these guys are fucking useless, so they never buy it back in, right? And that's what all of the altcoins used to be. But instead, so they rug pull over a slow period of time, right? Because they're using the money that's being invested for like whatever, right? So it's technically a rug pull, just slow paced. But like meme coins, the difference with meme coins was like, you look fart or whatever, right? Like fart coin is like a good meme coin in theory, right? And it just fucking went to zero, right? Wait, what's another one like Bonk? I don't know. Oops, Bonk is not. I don't even know, dude. Like, just fucking go to zero. Like, there's no time for it to do well. That's the problem with these meme coins, is that they just rug immediately. So everything's fast paced now, right? Like, we'll just pull the money out immediately and fuck you. That's basically it. Did you make money with Axie Infinity? Is a nice game. No, I don't play video games. Not even in the slightest. I won't play any game ever. Not even in the slightest. I don't like games. It sounds weird. A game, like, I don't understand why you would get cucked by a video game. You know what I mean? Like, video games to me are just like, I could just go live my life, but instead I'm playing a simulated life instead. Like, if I want to go have fun, I'm going to go outside. Right? I don't understand video games. I don't understand how people enjoy them. Like, you're living something that's not real. And like the progression you make in the video game does nothing for you. It actually destroys your personal life. So I don't understand it. Like, it's not fun for me to ruin my real life. You know what I mean? Anyways, what did we want to look at here? There's something TRX, I think. So we were looking. I was like, hey, are there any coins that still are in existence? Right? It's like fucking TRX, bro. So let's see if we can get. Can I get verified here or something? Kraken, let's go. Okay. Collect the info then. Tell me what you want to collect. Okay, let's see. Ops. See a ledger. Wait. Ledger, bro. I used to have a ledger back in the day. I wonder if I can still access it somehow. Get started. I'm not, by the way, I'm not gonna, I have a couple of these. I think I have like one of each or something. Oh, they got like this cool thing now, right? Cool. All right. I'm not gonna set it up on live stream. I know that's retarded. I'm not an idiot. I've been doing this for a long time. But I will set it up later and see if I can buy some TRX, because TRX looks fucking solid. If we look at the chart, like, if you guys have access, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show this to you before I even buy it. If you guys have access to TRX, look at this chart, dude. Right? Like, you're down, you know, already 40% off all-time high, right? This thing trends pretty good, right? Like, last couple cycles, like, the bottom was not very deep, honestly. Like, it did better than Bitcoin, dude. Not better? No, just 75%. So it's like, it's kind of tracking Bitcoin, maybe. Which is not, like, it's not that bad. You get these massive pumps too. I think I'm going to invest like pretty decently in this, actually. Maybe on the next paycheck I'll put some in, right? But like, if you look at this, dude, right? Like, you just got a fake failure right here, right? You just failed on the weekly right there. So we should be coming back up to at least this level here, right? You're gonna get a pretty decent pump there. So I want to see if I can trade it on Kraken. I think Kraken allows me to trade because it's low margin. I'm not sure. You're living in the Stone Age, bro. Fucking hell, huh? All right, let's look at. Let's just look to see if there's some charts to review. MD Sniper. Yeah, easy, bro. You nailed it. You nailed it, bro. Yeah, like from what you showed me at least, right? So let's look at the spot gold US dollar, right? Oh, and 1 hour. Okay, let's look at gold. 1 hour. Let's see. You said it was from the afternoon or something. That's today, right? Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if you took the. Tell me. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you nailed it, dude. This is the trade for the day, right? Okay. So just because I'm long doesn't mean you can't take these like intraday things, right? Like, this is day trading in its finest. You literally, you see on the 1 hour, you failed to make a new high. So where are you gonna go, right? You broke this level, right? You could have targeted this swing low, right? But it makes, to me, it makes a lot of sense right here, right? So he took this trade here. You failed. Just enter. There's a slight retest there. You can see it if you zoom in, but realistically, that would have been the trade. And you don't need more than 1 to 2 hours, so that's tons of money right there. You nailed it, bro. Yeah, that's a good trade. That's all you need. Do that 100 times over, you're gonna have a 90% win rate, dude. Right? Just don't go crazy risk, because you will lose. There will be so here's the thing. Actually, here's the thing with trading. Like this will happen like 90% of the time, right? But there are cases where it's still gonna wick you. Okay, so you have to be prepared for things like that, where you will get stopped out, right? You do want to put your stop, right? But there will be cases it just wicks you and then goes, right? And it still is true. It still satisfies the trend it needs to satisfy, right? So it's still the correct thing to do, but you will have losses, right? So just make sure you're careful. And so a simple trade like that is fucking so easy. Easiest shit ever, right? Do we got more reels? No, all these we already watched, eh? Yeah, I think we already watched all these. So, is there any lesson we want to teach today? Do anyone have questions? We can teach a lesson or something. I just don't know what to teach right now. Let's look to see, boys, what's up? Let's just see where the day is going to close. Because we got an hour left in the day, right? So, gold's close isn't going to make a difference to what's happening. QQQ actually looks pretty bearish on that, so. QQQ looks a little bit bearish. What about Bitcoin? The daily close here showing Bitcoin had a failure on that low. Bitcoin looks bullish to me, honestly. Oh, you haven't posted? Yeah, you got your Instagram's gone. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything I want to do then. Right, maybe that's the stream then. What's the best way a person can have control over his emotions? Because it's very hard for me to wait until take profit. All right. So let's go through the same process we always go through, right? Let's go to that gold trade, right? MD. Let's go to that gold trade, for example, right? So here's actually an example, right? Like let's say I took this long, which I did, right? This one here, right? There's a couple longs, right? There's this one here that I entered, right? And then I see this on the 1 hour, right? And I see that short opportunity comes, right? Now what I could do is I could close that trade, right? And then target here and be like, oh, it's going to reverse, right? And I could target that. And that's probably like maybe an indication that you're like, hey, I want to close because I know it's going to come back down. And maybe I'm nervous. I want to lock in that profit, right? Well, the first thing you need to recognize is, hey, this is a lower time frame. So it's going to play out, but the higher time frame is also going to play out. Okay. So all that's doing is a retracement. So you could take a hedge, a second trade, but I wouldn't close your trade because of it. I would take another trade that is smaller for that small time frame, right? Because this is the larger trade that you're still shooting for, right? So you can use that logic, but if we think about it emotionally, the reason why The reason why that you're not waiting till take profit, right? What is the reason why you're closing early? It's because you want to secure the profit, right? You want to make sure you're right. And I'm going to word this in a couple different ways. You want to secure the profit. You want to make sure you're right. You don't want to be wrong, right? These are all the same things. And once more, you want a dopamine hit of not being wrong and thus being right. You want to feel good, right? Those are literally everything I just said is literally all the exact same thing, okay? So why do you want a dopamine hit, right? So you start questioning these things. Why is it more important? Because we just said, hey, I know I'm going to make more money letting it run, but I would prefer to have the dopamine hit. See how I'm breaking this down? Why do I feel like dopamine is more important than money? Right? Because you don't actually, if you're not able to hold till take profit, and you know that the take profit is the better way to go, then you're prioritizing feeling good now versus winning more money. You value feeling good more than money. Okay? And I'm just breaking it down, bro. I'm just breaking it down. This is the truth. This is based off of your problem, right? So you have to change your point of view. You have to change your acceptance of feeling bad, okay? You have to change the way you look at dopamine. You have to be able to sit with uncomfort, okay? Those are the things you have to practice. That's how you fix it. You have to be willing to sit with uncomfort. How do you get willing to sit being uncomfortable, right? Is make yourself uncomfortable. I know it sucks. There's something I used to do. I had social anxiety when I was like 18. I couldn't really talk to people. I was pretty scared. So you know what the solution was? I went and talked to people and made things really uncomfortable, and I hated it. I did it constantly for years until people didn't scare me anymore, right? So what should you do? You should sit with trades for long periods of time without touching it. That's how you fix it, because you're going to be uncomfortable. You need to sit there and do nothing. That's how you get comfortable. Force yourself through pain. There you go. Hopefully that works. What do you think about Forex miners? Market is kind of quiet these days. Seems like we're expecting war. Yep, it's pretty quiet. Yep. Oh, man. You're one day away from the max payout on Lucid, and then you spiraled and lost everything. That is an addiction if I ever heard one. You have a problem. Yeah, you blew the whole account. Lost $4,000. That's funny, bro. I mean, if you think about it, it's funny, right? Because the reality is you never had that money to begin with, so you didn't actually lose anything. You just fucked yourself. And I think that's kind of funny when people do dumb shit that fucks themselves over, right? You could have just taken the payout, but you're greedy and you fucked yourself. You didn't need to get the max payout, right? Things are kind of funny, right? Thank you for the tips. You're welcome, bro. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there. I think the market is closing pretty soon. So that's all. That's all. Yo, bro, do you just trade? I trade, correct? I do. I don't just trade. I am a lot of things. I like to do a lot of things. I like to climb. I like to meditate. I like to do yoga. I like to run my business. I like to eat nice food. Trading is one of the aspects of my life, and I don't identify as a trader, but I do it for a hobby, right? And if you think that way, I'm saying this in a weird way on purpose, is because this is how I'm able to be such a good trader, is by not identifying as a trader, okay? Because then I am not hurt when I lose money, okay? It doesn't hurt me. Like that guy that says he just went from like he just lost $4,000 because he was spiraling, right? It's because he was trying to feel good. right? And this is a lot of what you're going to hear with my streams, right? Nonstop is it's all about ego. You lose because ego. If you can control your ego, you will be profitable. Ego is your enemy. The story in which you tell yourself of who you are and what you do is what's destroying you, right? Change your identity and you'll be a better trader. You're not a trader. You're just somebody who trades because it's fun to you. Okay? You don't try to make money. This is not your career, right? And I'm promising you, if you change that belief, you'll be better. Are you putting limit order? Are you level? Waiting for a reaction? Depends. Depends on... I will do both. Both of them are good. Right. And I know you guys, every time you ask a question, you are going to be... So somebody... The ego is not always the enemy, but it's... So ego is necessary for some things, but with trading it is not. Okay? Ego is necessary for survival because it protects you. Okay? And allows you to block things out. Okay? But you do not want to block things out when you're trading. You need to be fully aware of everything that's going on. Okay? In all religious texts, you know, they basically have some sort of variation on the enemy is yourself, right? And it refers to your ego. Okay. If you look at the Bible, if you look at what's the Gita, something Gita, the Hindu one, if you look at the Buddhist texts, if you look at Quran, right? They basically all tell you that you are the enemy and you need to master yourself, right? This relates directly into trading, right? You are the enemy, it's not the market. You need to master yourself in order to be able to trade. Yeah. What are you looking at? Anyways, boys, I'm gonna bounce out. I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy. Another good day, I suppose, where we're just not doing much. Yeah, you weren't trading anymore. You were trying to survive. Exactly, dude. You changed the way you thought about the market and it destroyed you. You were trying to feel good and survive and make yourself feel safe. If you just walked away and accepted that, hey, I just lost some money. I'm safe already. And I don't need to cover it up because I'm in pain. You would have not lost that money. Master yourself, bro, before you master the markets is the only way. Have a good day.